So here are 4 sensory processing disorder hacks that you definitely need, and this will change the game. All that's coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie World. My name is Dan. I have autism, ADHD, OCD and dyslexia, and I make weekly videos all about this kind of stuff. So if you're new around here and you'd like to learn more, remember to hit the subscribe button by clicking the notification bell down below. And if you're watching on Facebook and Instagram, make sure to follow this page for more daily videos. I'm also on TikTok. Okay guys, so it is Sensory Processing Awareness Month, or Sensory Processing Month, which means I am going to do some sensory processing videos, because I always do videos on different types of things, and sensory processing disorder is something that is comorbid with autism. It's something that occurs with autism. It's co-occurring. It's something that is part of an autism spectrum diagnosis in a lot of cases. So that being said, I teamed up with Soundsory, who are proudly sponsoring this video, and we'll have more on them later. Okay, so I'm going to break down 4 tips and strategies that I can give you that will help you overcome some sensory processing issues. It's not going to cure it, because sensory processing disorder is how your brain is wired. It's not something that you can cure, because it's part of an autism spectrum diagnosis, and well, you know the rest. If by any chance I've missed something out and you guys think, Dan, you didn't say this, then pop it in a comment down below. Let me know. All right, let's get on with the video. Okay, so the first one was proprioception. Now, sensory processing disorder can be helped a little bit by activating sensory-caused proprioception. And proprioception is basically when the muscles, the deep muscle tissue, has some sort of engagement, some kind of a resistance. Like if you picked up a chair, for instance, or if you did a press-up, or you went running or walking, or even having a shower to activate the muscle to get that proprioception sense heightened. Now, there is a way to do this that will give you way more benefit, as in the activation of proprioception only lasts for about 2 hours, so you have to kind of keep up and top this up every 2 hours, but it actually really does work. What I suggest to do is do wall press-ups or something like that. You could even go for a walk if you wanted to, or you could do some light exercise in the house. You could even pick up a chair or something that's a little bit heavy, maybe a laptop or something, as long as you don't drop it, obviously. You're just looking to try and activate those muscles in the proprioception sense to give you a little bit more work on the muscle. What happens here is that it gives you a state of awareness around your body and your muscles, and so you are more in tune with your surroundings. So a lot of people who have sensory processing disorder can't open doors wide enough to fit through them, which is something that I do as well, and I get bruises on my arms because I'm not opening the door wide enough to sense my body's structure. But having this proprioception activation actually helps me understand a lot more about my spatial awareness and things like that. Super good tip, highly recommend it. It was actually given to me by a occupational therapist who works with sensory processing disorder. Super dope. All right, let's move on to hack number 2. Okay, so hack number 2 is these Soundsory headphones. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Soundsory because they were happy enough to help me and sponsor this video. So big shout out to them for sponsoring and helping create this video. Soundsory is a multi-sensory music therapy and movement program. The Soundsory headphones, equipped with a dynamic filter and bone conduction technology, helps improve motor skills and cognitive development in children and adults, which is pretty cool, right? The program consists of specifically designed music processed with neuroacoustic modifications, as well as a series of movement-based exercises. It is a 40-day program divided into 2 sections of 20 days each, with a break of about a month in between, and each day consists of about 30 minutes of music and exercise, which is quite achievable if you're doing this to kind of help with your sensory processing needs. Soundsory helps improve fine and gross and visual motor skills in children, like handwriting and drawing, balance, posture, eye coordination, hand-eye coordination, building on these fundamental skills and kind of beyond, really, because they're a basis, right? Soundsory improves emotional regulation, social skills, and communication, so it's a bit of an all-rounder. Soundsory is designed to be safe and effective and is helping children and adults on the autism spectrum with auditory and sensory processing disorders and other developmental delays. Children can complete coloring, Lego building, drawing, writing, painting, and other activities while they're actually using Soundsory. It has 9 hours of battery time, online access to exercise videos, and an option to switch to Bluetooth mode to use the Soundsory headphones as just normal headphones. You can use these as just typically your average daily headphones, so it's kind of cool, right? I really love that feature. I did the program of the 20 days. I did the initial 20-day program, and it was highly effective. It was absolutely fantastic. Soundsory have made a really, really rock-solid product here, and I do recommend it, and I don't take on any brand who wants to, partner with me if I don't think it's good. This is very good. I've had a lot of success with parents who've used this, so definitely check it out. Link is in the description below. And there's a 20% discount if you use the link provided below and the discount code, the ASPY10, you actually get a 10% extra off it right now. So Soundsory is giving a discount of 20%, but if you use my code, you get actually 10% off on top of that. So it's kind of a really good time to get this product. So highly recommend checking it out. I love these. Okay, on to tip number 3. Okay, so creating a sensory room or a sensory corner. Now, people on the autism spectrum and people who have sensory needs are always kind of around things that are sensory triggering. So you could be in work, you could be in school, you could be out on the bus or in town, and there's a lot of things going on, a lot of people talking, a lot of things moving around, a lot of noise and hustle and bustle. And so sometimes one needs to retract from that and kind of calm down their sensory processing input, right? And the way to do this is to create a sensory corner or sensory room. I actually usually try and do a corner of a room where you have like nice soft pillows, sensory toys. You could even have lights there, twinkly lights, stuff like that, which will help you kind of be cozy, calm, relaxed, and a little bit reset, if you will, in this kind of like busy hustle and bustle world. And a top tip for this is to actually schedule in sensory processing calm down time, like chill out time, within your daily routine, because the more you can put this into your daily life, the easier that you will be during the day when sensory issues occur, because you've had time to kind of recharge your batteries in a way, which is a really good thing and something that is paramount in this situation. Okay, guys, let's get on to number 4. Number 4 is wearing headphones and sunglasses. Now, obviously, one of the main ways that people can sense the world around them is through their eyes and through their ears. And this is a lot of the time really difficult for people on the autism spectrum. Like having so much noise input unfiltered is quite overwhelming and could cause things like meltdowns and burnouts and things like that. And also having lights, too many lights that are highly kind of like bright in your eyes when you are sensitive to those can cause you again to have distress. So there are 2 hacks we have here for this. One is to wear a pair of sunglasses, which is what I use here. These are kind of like my daily ones that I kind of have on. So you can wear a pair of sunglasses which actually help filter out some of the light, which is kind of really cool. But also you could just wear a pair of headphones. Any headphones would do, but actually if you're getting the Soundsory headphones, you might as well use these. These are pretty good. They got great covering, really comfy, and this helps block out and filter out a lot of the noise. So there are headphones that do like noise cancelling, but there's no need. If you just have headphones on, it will help filter some of that noise out, which I find highly just amazing. Like highly recommend doing this, because these 2 tips have really helped me a lot. I wear headphones a lot of the time, and I also wear sunglasses whenever I need to, and sometimes I wear sunglasses indoors as well. It does get funny looks from people, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have funny looks than be distressed. So there you have it, guys. There's some sensory processing hacks. If I've missed anything or you want to add anything, pop it in a comment down below right now. I'd love to hear from you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.